Hey everybody, Zee Garcia here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a trick-taking game that plays 4 to 8 players. This is Fool. In this card game, you are trying to not be the fool. That is, the player who plays the lowest card to a trick and therefore has to skip the next trick being played. If you are that player, you are going to be skipping playing cards, which means you're going to be stuck with cards at the end of the hand when someone is done playing. And you're going to score negative points for that. That's the idea. You are trying to not be the one scoring those negative points. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. We'll come on back after that. I'll tell you what I think of it. To set up the game, the first thing we need to do is set up the playing deck based on the number of players at the table. So in this case, we're looking at a game with 5 players. That lets us know which cards are going to be in the deck of the 4 suits, how many wild cards, and how many of these fool tokens. So there's going to be 1 of them. We're going to shuffle up the playing deck, divvy it out among the players. Everyone's going to get 12. And then you are ready to begin. The objective of the game is to make sure that you are not holding cards when the hand is over. Otherwise, you're going to score some negative points, and you don't want those, of course. So we're going to determine our star player. It's going to be this player right here, and they are going to lead a card to the first trick. They're going to play a 15 in red. Those go from 2 to 16, as this card says here. And then this player will go. And they have to follow suit if they can. That means they must play red if they have it. They happen to have the best red card, so they're going to go ahead and play that. They are right now winning because they have the best card on suit. The suit is red. This is the best red card so far. And then this player will play. If they have any red, they have to play it. The next player will go, and they're going to play that one. And then this player will go. They have in their hand a 2 red, a 3 red, and a 13 red. That's all the red cards they have. And they are going to play the 13. The reason they want to play the 13 is because of how scoring works now when everyone has played a card. I'll explain that in one sec. Don't forget, they had these 2 in their hand. Once that hand is done, we have to figure out 2 things. Who the winner of the hand is, they're going to play the first card of the next trick, and who the fool is. So the fool, if everyone played on suit, and indeed they did, then the fool is whoever played the worst card on suit. In this case, this 4 right here. This is what I mean by this player's choice being the 13. If they had played the 3 or the 2, they would have been the fool, because they'd seen every card on the table at that point. However, if some people on the table did not have red and had to play another color, so let's decide here that this player had no red whatsoever, and instead they had to play this card, then if anyone played offsuit, then they are going to get the fool token. And if multiple people played offsuit, so for instance this player also had no red, they played that, then whoever played the worst card offsuit is going to be the fool. Alright, so back to our original example here. Let's give these players their cards back, like so. This is our fool here. This player is our winner that played the highest card. We're going to get rid of these. You can just set these aside anywhere. And then they are going to lead a new card. So they're going to lead that 13 in green. The player who has the fool token is going to skip playing to this trick for 1 round. So they will not play, and this player is going to play. Again, they have to follow suit if they can. They're going to play that 15 in green. And then this player will go. They've got lots of green in their hand. They're going to play that 18. That's pretty good. And then this player will go. Unfortunately, their best green card is only an 11. And they have a 7. So they'll play that 7. They are going to become the fool. The 18 is the winner of the round. We get rid of these. And we play a new hand with this player leading. Skipping the fool. Going to this player here, whose choices are not great, unfortunately. They are going to play this 6 here. Going to this player, who is going to, they're going to play that 8 because they are above the 6. They've got better options, but nothing that beats the 20. And as long as they're beating the 6, they're content. And then this player over here who is going to play this 12 here. So that's it. This player is going to be our new Fool winner right here, and they will lead. Now, there's one more kind of card in the deck, and that is these wild cards, okay? The white cards. Let's see, this player here has one. They're always one, but they're every suit. So ideally, if everyone plays on suit, and this is one of the cards that got played, that'll be the worst card at the table because it's a 1 on suit. However, if someone has to skip playing on suit, then the 1s are safe plays because they're very low, but they're still the matching color that is needed. So as an example, let's say this player is going to play. And this player is going to play 14 yellow. We're skipping this one here. Then this player will play, and they are going to play a 12 yellow. All right, we'll say that. Then this player over here, let's say they have no yellow. They're going to play that 10 in red. Well, this player can now get rid of one of those 1s because that's a 1 in yellow, making that player the Fool, which is great for them. They get rid of the 1 at an opportune time where someone else already had to skip playing the lead color. And that's going to be it. This player will lead. The next one will get rid of all these, and we will start again. This will continue until someone runs out of cards. And at that point, we, again, do one final assignment of the Fool token. The player who went out completely, meaning they have no cards at all, and in fact, every player who went out of cards is going to score 10 victory points, positive points, unless they're the ones who took the Fool token at the end, in which case they neither score points nor lose points. Everyone else, so let's say this player had 2 cards left here, is going to score negative points based on what they're still holding. In this case, -5. And if you're still holding one of those 1s, they're -5. That's a flat -5 for them. But you have to be mindful what you're still holding at the end, because if you're holding all of this, now you're looking at -20 points, right? 10, another 5, and another 5 for -20. Once that's done, we shuffle everything up, we play another hand. The game's going to be over either when someone gets to 80 negative points. At that point, whoever has the fewest negative points, or a positive score, will be the winner, or when the players collectively have scored +10 6 times. And again, that's going to happen from players going out and not having the Fool token in front of them at the end of a whole hand. And that's going to be it. Whoever has the best score is going to be the winner, and that's how you play Fool. So let's go back up top. Let me give you some final thoughts. There you go, that is Fool. As you can see, a pretty straightforward trick-taking game that is in fact a reprint of an older design, and one that I think could be fun in the right circumstances, with the right people, rather. You know, if you have the right group of people, this could go over well, but it's not a superb game. Let me get into it, all right? So, thematic ties, there is no theme, don't have to worry about that. The aesthetics here are pretty good. I like the card quality, and I personally like the illustrations. I've heard from some people that they don't like the way the little characters, cartoons, whatever, look on the cards. I like it. The cards are clear, they're easy to tell apart, so I have no issues there. That big green disc, that works fine. Not a problem, so I think they did a good job with that. Replayability here is not very high. I just don't see folks coming back to this one very much, except as basically comfort food gaming, okay? Which I think is who this is for, ultimately. Folks who want to just get together, play something, anything, more as an activity while everyone is gathered. For that purpose, then sure, I could see this going over well. For anyone interested in playing a game first and socializing and being together as sort of a byproduct of that, not so much. You flip that equation around, yeah, maybe. Game length. I still find it kind of ridiculous that these games list, trick-taking games seem to do this. This game lists 4 to 8 players, ages 8 and up, no problem, 15 minutes. That's insane. This is not 15 minutes. It's not even close to 15 minutes. It's okay as far as what most trick-taking games tend to be. They fill an evening. You know what I mean? People come together and you're going to like I said, socialize while playing this game. You might even play it twice to completion. But that's not half an hour. That's a long time. And so I don't think it's bad necessarily. It is what it is. And it's not even one of the longest trick-taking games I've played, but it's not what it says on the box, okay? Ease of play. The only wrinkle in here is the wild ones. They're not so bad. You'll wrap your head around that fairly quickly. Even folks who are not used to, card games that are not traditional card games will wrap their heads around quickly. And other than that, it's a pretty straightforward game to play. I really like also that they give you the player setup cards in the box. That you can just put that out, oh, we're playing with 6. This card says these colors with this number through this number, all of that stuff. They do give you 2 of these Fool tokens for higher player counts. So, for example, if we are playing with, let's see, once you go up to 7 players here, then you are using 6 of the wild ones, and there are 2 Fool tokens, meaning 2 folks are going to be out every hand with the 2 lowest ones, okay? That's how that works. Tactics and strategy gets a thumbs down from me. This is a game that after you know the game, that's not going to take very long, it plays itself. It really is, again, just an activity at that point. What do you want to play? You want to play the lowest thing you can that does not make you the fool. That's it. Other than that, play something higher, and if you don't have a choice, then you don't have a choice. A lot of the time, you do not. There is no ability here to short suit yourself, as in, trying to get rid of one color. Not that you would want to, I guess. There is no ability to manipulate what you do, really. The only thing that's slightly clever, and they spell it out for you in the rule book, is when you want to play those wild ones. Somebody else already had to break suit, not follow it. Play it now. Get rid of it. That's it. That's the only thing. And even that is obvious once you've played half a game of this. So you're not going to be coming back to this because you found it mentally stimulating. And honestly, I don't think that's the idea. I don't think that's who it's for. So overall, this is a pretty middle-of-the-road game. It's a mediocre kind of game. That's not bad. I played it with my family. We had fun playing it. But it was more about being together doing something than about playing Fool. I don't think we're going to be getting together again and anyone's going to go, ooh, what really made our last get-together fun was playing Fool. This was just a means to an end, if you'll see it my way. All right, so my bottom line is as follows. A by-the-numbers trick-taking game with the best thing that can be said about it being that it will play up to 8 players. And that's true, it will play 8 players, fine, everybody can be involved. This is going to get a 5 out of 10 for me. Again, pretty middle-of-the-road kind of game. Not bad, just make sure that this is for you, or if you're giving it to someone as a gift, that it's going to be something they'll enjoy. Folks who enjoy traditional trick-taking games, some of the lighter ones, people who play euchre maybe, that sort of thing, this could go over well, especially if they would love to be able to bring everybody into the game, but whatever they've been playing does not allow for that. That is Fool. I am Zee Garcia. I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.